Hi everybody, I'm here to just share my Cateye Cheetah print with you. I'm using Light Elegance products listed here, and let's get into it. So first I started with a base of Golden Kitty Cat Eye Polish from Ellie, and I went ahead and I put one coat on, and then I ended up taking a magnet after I got all the particles squared away where I wanted them, and I demagnetized the first layer. I get all the particles to come to the bottom so you don't see them, and it gives it that kind of glassy look to it. I saw this on a tutorial myself, and I decided that I wanted to give that a try and see how it just gives it the dimension of the cat eye a little bit more of an outline, I would say. So then I went in with a second coat, and this one you're going to magnetize. And man, it is really hard just to get all those particles going one way, but make sure you lay it on, smooth it out as much as you can, and getting all those particles going in one direction so they're not looking like they're going 5 million different directions. But then you take your magnet, and you do need, for Golden Kitty, I noticed you need a pretty heavy duty magnet. So you start waving around the perimeter, and it kind of, I would say, pushes the magnetic particles. I don't know if it's pulling or pushing, but to me it seems like when you wave the magnet, it's pushing the particles. So you want to push all the way around and get a nice even outline of cat eye, the base color showing. So you're going to get that kind of glass base around the edge, and you want to push all your magnetic particles into the middle. And sometimes you do a little swirly swirl, and that'll kind of give you that more central located cat eye. So then after I cured that, cure each layer for 60 seconds, and then I cured it, and then I went in with We're All Mad Here. It's the new glitter from the new Lost in Wonderland collection from Light Elegance, and I used We're All Mad Here as the center of the cheetah pattern. And as I went back and smoothed out the whole cheetah print before I top coated, I put some Jimmy Gel. I'll get to that later in the video, but I wish I would have just flattened the dots out a little bit more. They were really kind of lifted up too high, and I ended up having to do a layer of Jimmy Gel buff, a layer of Jimmy Gel and buff, because they were getting a little too bubbled up. So I just try and flatten out maybe your glitter dots a little bit flatter than I did. But again, and there she goes off the camera, because this is a new camera and it's a learning curve for me. But basically you're just going to take, I used the swirly brush, and I added my little blobs, and these are going to be the center of the cheetah pattern. And I just kept adding and adding until I was satisfied with what I saw. And I love this new glitter from them. It's got like kind of a springy green, like a cellophane grass green you would use in Easter baskets. It's really cute. And yep, there I go off camera again, because, learning curve. Okay, so once you got those cured for 60 seconds, then I went in with Martini Up buttercream. So there we go. And I just used a dotting tool, and I kind of blobbed it on in random patterns. And that was pretty much it for this step. Again, I probably laid it on a little thicker than was called for, but it was okay. I mean, I ended up curing it for 60 seconds. Everything was cured fully. It was just having to put the Jimmy Gel buff and then Jimmy Gel again before I top coated was not terribly inconvenient, but like I said, I would just try and flatten out your glitter gel and then your buttercream a little bit more before going in with your Jimmy Gel and basically when you're putting, one thing I learned with the cat eyes, because they are P+, they're soft gel, you are going to want to go over your whole design, especially if you're using P+. So this is hard gel glitter and the buttercream's hard gel, but I use Jimmy Gel over the whole thing because to make Super Shiny is my favorite top coat from LE. And to be able to use hard gel top coat with a soft gel base, you're gonna have to do a layer of Jimmy Gel, because Jimmy Gel you can put over soft gel. This is a combination of the P+ soft gel cat eye polish and then the hard gel design. But this is a soft gel that acts like a hard gel. So when you put your Jimmy Gel layer, that's going to make it all compatible with your hard gel top coat. Now, could you absolutely go over it with P+ soft gel top coat? Yes, you can. But I just like the durability of Super Shiny, and it's a little bit thinner of an application so you don't get as bulky. But that's why I put the Jimmy Gel over the whole design, because then I can put any kind of top coat that they carry on. That's the beauty of Jimmy Gel, is you can use it with soft gel and you can use it with hard gel. And you can use it to go over soft gel to make it compatible with hard gel. So I don't know, once you have a hard gel base, you can pretty much go over hard gel with anything, but Jimmy Gel makes it very, very compatible with P+. So now this was my finished encapsulation, and I just cleansed it with some LE cleanser. And you could very much also use isopropyl alcohol. I use a 90% isopropyl sometimes especially when I'm working with soft gel. But I use the cleanser, and then I went in, upside down. I had to flip my file because I'm a ding dong. But anyway, I went in with the 180 side of the foamy file, and I just buffed that up. And like I said, I had already put one layer of Jimmy Gel, buffed it, and then I put another layer of Jimmy Gel and then buffed it out. And this is just to smooth out your design so you don't have any lumpy bumpies when you go in to top coat. It just makes it a little bit easier instead of piling on the top coat. It just isn't, it's a better step. And then I take some more LE cleanser and you scrub till it's squeaky clean. Scrub all the residue off. And this is what you could even get a preview if you wanted to do matte top coat. This is what it would look like. So that was really fun, matte as well. But then I went in with Super Shiny, and I went ahead and top coated her. So this would look good. Honestly, Cat Eye looks really great matte. So you could do matte or you could do shiny. And here comes that beautiful top coat moment that we all love. And that just makes your design pop. I really love Cat Eye Shiny, but again, like I said, matte is also quite beautiful. But I went ahead and put my Super Shiny on. And, you know, the other thing with, it's gonna show right now, but I put my top coat and then I inverted it upside down just to have some of the top coat pull over a lot of the bumpier middle part of the design. And that's totally fine. You wanna flip it upside down a little bit to kind of get it to even out more. You can do that. And I flipped it, let it pull to the middle, and because my line of light was a little wiggly, so flip it over. And I did this with the Jimmy Gel as well. I don't know if I showed that, but when you go in with your Jimmy Gel layer too, you can flip it upside down to kind of get it to pull to the center. So then see, the line of light is just a little bit more smooth. There's still a little bit of bumpies, but not terrible. And if you want, you can keep flipping it upside down until you get the line of light exactly where you want it. And then I also just wanted to share these other riffs on it. Yeah, so pretty.